This has been an extraordinary week, hasn't it, when it comes to French politics? First you've had the far-right National Front with their win in the European elections, and now the opposition is imploding. So what have you got for us today?
Well, it's from day to day, isn't it? It's staggering, really, to take in the shocks. And just to convey that, I want to start out with a cartoon which talks about Douce France, our sweet, beloved France. And there you can see a man peering down into the hole, which is a sinkhole, all the way down to Australia, Annette. What do you make of that? Absolutely extraordinary. Is there anyone there? So, yes, they've been talking about an earthquake. Let's move to this picture here, which is one of the tweet pics online, and there you can see Mr. Nicolas Sarkozy, the former president of France. What is he? He's swathed in lots of euro bills. Now, if you look closely there, you can see that there's the hashtag Bygmalion. So this is all to do with that scandal, the Bygmalion affair, isn't it? Which is actually to do with a question of fake invoices during the 2012 campaign for Nicolas Sarkozy. So a campaign funding scandal. There are others, of course. Let me go to the Huffington Post in French. There you can see the Bygmalion affair, the headline, "What consequences are there for Sarkozy?" There we can see Jean-François Copé. He resigned as leader of the party on Monday. And the message is that, well, yes, there are dangers for Sarkozy. The Greens are saying that he is not above the law. The far-right National Front is saying that justice has to see its course. So, of course, always with these affairs or scandals in France, certainly in terms of Nicolas Sarkozy, he always manages to keep a significant distance. So, yes, he always denies any wrongdoing, but he always manages to keep relatively distant enough from these affairs. So that's something that will be ongoing. Le Parisien, meanwhile, look at this headline, Annette. Absolutely extraordinary. Couldn't he, there, with the resignation of Copé, not, in fact, become the candidate for the UMP? I can see your jaw dropping at that one.
Oh, yes, yes. I must say what's very interesting is just how much, what sort of role the internet is playing these days in covering French politics, because they really are snapping at the heels of all these politicians in a very aggressive fashion, aren't they?
Well, of course, that's a good point, because everything's moving so fast in France at the moment, and it's a lot of comment and counter-comment. Let me go to the Socialist Party. Here, this is a tweet pic again that you can see online there of that man who is Jean-Christophe Cambadélis, and he is the leader of the Socialist Party. He's not got a high profile, and he has said that in this newspaper here, Atlantico, that what we're facing now is a major crisis for France. Yes, this we know. But what we could see is, in fact, in a three-party system with the Front National, the National Front, and with the Socialists and with the UNP in great difficulty, we could see a major constitutional crisis, and we could be seeing a return to a strongman like Marshal Pétain in the Vichy government. So his warning's very clear. Will the Socialist Party survive this? The UMP has already imploded, Annette.
And sticking with French politics, the top dog at the moment is very clearly Marine Le Pen, and her dreams are coming true. Certainly her strategy to be a serious contender for the 2017 presidential elections is looking more and more likely to be
Well,
the
indeed,
case.
of course, this is all points to 2017, isn't it? What will happen then? Will there be a repeat of 2002? Remember then we saw Jean-Marie Le Pen, her father, come second place and go into the runoff round for the presidency. Let's have a look there at the picture of Marine Le Pen in Brussels today with her far-right and Eurosceptic cohorts. There you can see her smiling. She is the strong woman of French politics. If you look there where I'm circling, you can see a guy, Matteo Salvini. He's the leader of the Lega Nord party in northern Italy, which has anti-immigration and anti-EU policies. Let me just show you this cartoon in the Italian press, which showing the style of Marine Le Pen there in terms of negotiations. She is the power broker totally with 24 MEP seats. There you can see she's actually clubbed Matteo Salvini to the ground and is dragging him off. And so much for negotiation in terms of this grouping in the European Parliament. And just to end, I just want to look at one of the headlines of the main weeklies here, which has just come out, and there it's asking a question about Mr. Hollande. Is he going to be able to get there to 2017? Encore 3 ans. Are there going to be 3 more years with him? France in a major crisis. French politics is a roller coaster ride.
It certainly is, and it's becoming more and more interesting from a journalistic point of view, that's for certain, and no doubt you'll be keeping us abreast of that each day on Media Watch. That's Nicolas Rushworth with the day's news online, and do stay with us because I'll be back with more news and headlines after a very short break.